Welcome back. This time, Chomper. Before we can actually get into this video, we have to discuss the changes made to the Chomper class as a whole, because for some reason I thought it'd be a good use of my time to drastically alter it. Firstly, no more burrow swallowing. Why? Didn't like it. Janky ability. Now the only way to swallow someone is by the back only, and it's met to a different button. Secondly, Chomper now has the iconic slobber from Battle for Neighborville, so now he can actually do something at range. Anyway, first new Chomper variant is the Piranha Chomper. Remember those awful tiny Chompers from the previous videos? This is just one of those, but big. Also, remember what I was saying about Slobber Shot? This is the only Chomper that does not have a secondary weapon. It also can't swallow people either. So, why would I use such a useless creature? It's toxic brains. You bite people and it fills up a big meter. When it's full, you get Reddit upvotes surrounding you while Super Mario Sunshine music plays. These legendary characters always have the most random song choices. We go to Boney Island. No, we do not go there. We've been there so often. Instead, we go to... Are you fucking kidding me? Z-Tech Factory. As the first few waves progress, it comes to my attention that I will hear this song over and over and over again, just like how I will hear this awful chihuahua noise over and over again. This mod should be renamed to Plants vs. Zombies Psychological Warfare. Why do his teeth have a mission on them? I hate that. Imagine this Chomper in a pitch black room. Nothing happens on wave 4 except this soldier dies in midair and just does that. Wave 5 spawns a Gargantua who just gets torn to shreds by a gang of Pomeranians. Also an elite blitzer spawns, which sucks because attacking a character whose sole purpose is to tackle you against the wall is pretty annoying with a character who can literally only attack at close range. Never mind, the Chompers just stun lock him with goop and kill him immediately. This character is surprisingly not awful in ops. This is mostly due to the fact that whenever you get his legendary mode, he just gets health back, so you can pretty much just stand there biting them to death. Oh my god, there are just goop stains everywhere. Wave 7 spawns Robo Soldiers, and the Piranha Chompers do the thing they do best. Stand there and hold down the left mouse button. Uh-oh, I actually died by getting backhanded by a robo-soldier, so I swapped to an ally. Turns out that for some reason, when the allies get the legendary mode, it just doesn't play any music. What good are these upvotes if I'm not listening to the national anthem of PT Piranha? Oh, I get it now. Also, these Chompers keep leaving these awful red weeds everywhere. Clean up after yourself. Gonna attract the kidnapper fox at this rate. Wave 9 is reinforcements with more health. They're using some kind of improvised armor. At least there are no torchwoods this time. Also, that hover goat elite shows up that kills you in like 2 seconds with the laser. What am I supposed to do other than waiting for it to finish firing and getting behind cover? Because once the laser is done, the goat just sits there and basically offers itself up on a silver platter. Wave 10, and that is really bad. Oh no. As many of you know, the Yeti specializes in freezing everything that gets close to it and running around really fast. So this is going to be awful. Oh, never mind. Apparently the scary Yeti is no match for goop. Also, I apparently horrifically nerfed this boss at some point during this mod's development. Doesn't stop the wave of goons from being awful. I revive myself and... oh, I'm just not in the map anymore. Apparently my sins have caught up to me and I have been imprisoned under a mile of concrete. Luckily, I just possess the body of one of my allies and watch as the AI gets really confused as to where it is. But then it just escapes. Apparently the Chomper's bloodlust to kill this Yeti overpowers several layers of concrete and metal. The next wave of goons is awful. It spawns 3 elite bosses. 3 of the same elite boss, by the way. That being this fucking Arctic Trooper as the gimmick of, if you stand in this stupid snow aura, you get slowed down immensely and deal barely any damage. A perfect foe to encounter with melee range characters. They aren't even that hard to kill, it just takes forever. After fending off more ice characters, we finally managed to goop and kill this ape. Next variant is Delivery Chomper, like that guy from the game mode. This iteration of Delivery Chomper spews a foul yellow liquid from its mouth. Delivery Chomper's gimmick is free damage! But don't worry guys, because the putrid golden substance coats the zombies in piss and makes them take more damage. So now it does 6, which isn't even Chomp thing levels of damage. This is gonna suck. But don't worry guys, he has a funny jetpack instead of burrows, so now Chomp Cannon jump shots her thing now. Also he shoots pizza. Enthralling. Lunar landing this time. We go to our favourite spot, Garden B, because it's yellow, much like the liquid emitted out of this Chomper's mouth. After doing some sick parkour with the rocket jump ability, it is revealed to me that the Delivery Chomper literally cannot kill a crown coat without overheating. I sure am looking forward to this round of garden ops. Wave 4, and just like clockwork, it's brown coats with more health. Is there something that makes this wave more common? That horrible robot spawns in and apparently the armor buff just disables the piss effect, so we do 1 damage to this boss. What a miserable special wave. Doesn't help that my ally decides to body block my Chomp Cannon. Wave 5 spawns the Kerblooey Enthusiast, which, as you might guess, does that a lot. It also spawns All-Star Gaming, who kills me with his body odor. Nice to see some Garden Warfare 2 player representation in this mod. After turning this Giga Gargantua into Homer Simpson, I discover a cool trick where I blast a Chomp Cannon at a fully pissed enemy and it deals loads of damage. Wave 7 spawns the Malicious Modder. Sadly, the Little Timmy boss mods are no match for the power of unidentifiable yellow liquid. He does turn my allies white for some reason though. Wave 9 sees the return of the nefarious Ted T Tech. This man always shows up to the ops videos. A nice sense of consistency as I descend further and further into this content slop. Wave 10 is a Giga Gargantua wave, so you know what that means. It's time to hold down the mouse button for 20 minutes. First lot of goons is a bunch of electric variants such as ZPD Officer, who is devoured immediately. The next wave spawns Giga Imp, who just sort of keels over and dies. Sadly you cannot eat elites. They're too big. Also, that would be a fun niche for Chomper to have, and we can't have that. This super boss wave is kind of easy. Also the boss dies. Next variant is the Dragon Chomper. Dragon Chomper is literally just Cosmic Brains as a Chomper. He charges up his bites and kills people. He even jumps higher. One thing that saves him from being a lazy copy-paste of Cosmic Brains is his secondary weapon, which fires a giant golden orb at the zombies. No, not again. Don't even start with this. You will never be Boney Island. Sandy Sands. There we go. This Chomper is pretty decent. The fully charged bites just remove most low tier enemies and the giant orb deals a lot of splash damage. After a squash shows up, we get jump scared by 3 glowing red infants. What the hell? Squash apparently does not appreciate this help and decides to fling me away. What a bastard. Wave 4 and this Deadbeard elite is utterly abysmal and useless. I am dreading having to play this character. Also, my eardrums get fucking blasted out. The Zomboss slots give us a Giga Gargantua and the old man. He's back. Also, the Skinwalker Super Brains appears and starts trying to disguise as Dragon Chomper's close friends and family. Also, apparently, even playing on the plant team, I still cannot escape having to fight a fucking Torchwood. The old man then gets repeatedly spat on by Dragon Chompers and dies. Wave 6, and what the hell happened? Is this one Hover Goat elite that bad? Yes. Wave 8 spams blitzers at me, which is always fun to deal with. The boss is that fucking Yeti again, which almost takes up half the ops match. The ice characters suck, and these free stooges appear again and take longer to kill than the fucking Yeti itself. Abysmally designed fight. A fully charged bite deals 34 damage, which is the same as a P. This soldier takes the same damage from being brutally mauled by a dragon to having a P thrown at it. But after those 3 fucks are gone, the rest of the boss fight is easy but boring, with a few minor hiccups. The extraction phase goes well until a Dragon Chomper decides to just wander off the extraction point. and then just gets left behind. There he is. Goodbye. Final new Chomper variant is... oh, it doesn't have any unique cosmetics. The Zom-per was the final variant I ever added to this mod, which is why it is literally a default Chomper. I just couldn't be asked. This Chomper fires zombie heads out of his mouth and it makes comical zombie screams whenever it does it. This is very similar to the Snap Pea from Plants vs Zombies 2. Don't know why it's just not that. Whenever he bites a zombie to death, he gets a 2 times damage multiplier on his next attack. You can make this damage multiplier even higher if you swallow a zombie, which boosts it to 3 times. This turns Chomp Cannon into a hydrogen bomb. Coliseum is the place we go and... oh, Zom-per is just not selectable in ops. Yeah, this last update was just cobbled together like a macaroni art piece. Just like real Garden Warfare 2 updates. Luckily, you could just spawn whatever and then just swap to the AI, respawn, and select the Zom-per, so it's not even that big a deal. Nothing interesting happens until Wave 4 when the game drops the R-bomb again and spawns a tidal wave of engineers. I swallow one of them and launch a 450 damage chomp cannon at this elite boss. The boss wave and it spawns 2 gargantuas and a meanie genie who starts firing pink smog at us. Champions are no match for my purple snot ball. Oh, you can bugger off. Who do you think you are? Put that purple dome away. Wave 9 spawns the Sky Guys, more like the Die Guys, because they die. Wave 10 and... are you fucking kidding me again? No. You know what? No, I give up. I can't be bothered to do that again. It would have just put me another half an hour closer to death. I guess that counts as a loss, but oh well. These Zompers have done enough. I think death is the most kind thing I can do for them at this point. So those were the Chomper variants. Not as bad as I'd thought it'd be, to be honest, despite the Yetis. And there weren't 8 of them this time, so that's a plus. Comment down below what zombie you'd like me to cover next. Make sure to like and subscribe, or Delivery Chomper will... well, you know what Delivery Chomper will do.